Well, here we are at the summit of Slate Peak, and there's the lookout. There's Paul. It is actually snowing here.
Lovely weather.
Nice way to end the month of June. As you can tell, killer views in every direction. And another lookout visited. Someone decided to camp over there.
You guys actually camped up here, huh?
And having good times. Well, here I am at the Hidden Lake Peaks lookout. And here's a guy who is the work party for this lookout. What's your name?
Robert.
Hey Robert, I'm Craig. I was expecting great views. It was supposed to be an all sunny day, but morning clouds have obstructed all views. I even got stuck in a whiteout on the way here. It took me a little over 3 hours to get up here, but it was pretty straightforward. Really nice lookout. A lot of history and great location. Well, here I am. I'm at the Mount Fremont lookout here in Mount Rainier National Park. There's Rainier. I'll walk around the top of the lookout here so you get the views in every direction. There's a high plateau meadow. Gorgeous views in every direction. I really like this lookout. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I'll probably end up coming back sometime. Yep, and there's Rainier covered in the clouds. There's the lookout. There's Ranger Eli. Another great day. Well, here I am at the summit of Green Mountain in the North Cascades. This is the Green Mountain Lookout. Gorgeous weather today. The valleys are going to be in the 90s. It's pretty warm up here too, but great views in every direction. Probably a few wildfires here or there, mostly in the east side of the Cascades. But still, gorgeous day. This trip is about 35 to 36 miles round trip. The trail is normally 8 miles round trip, but the lower road is closed, so that's why it was longer for me. They're going to open it supposedly later this year. But it was still definitely worth the effort. It's nice to have the peak all to myself and enjoying the views. I've seen some marmots, but really not much else as far as animals. And having a great time. Well, here we are at the Mebee Pass Lookout. It's the last standing L5 style lookout in Washington, if not the entire Northwest. As you can see, there are pretty good views in every direction. It is kind of a strange place for a lookout since it's surrounded by such high ridges. But we hit this with really good weather. It was raining yesterday and last night near the trailhead, but the whole route up here it's been pretty good temperatures and just mostly cloudy weather. And there's Paul Michelson. Overall, it's been a pretty good day. Well, here I am at the Copper Mountain Lookout here in the North Cascades. It's a gorgeous weather day, and actually I think this is one of the more enjoyable lookout hikes I've ever been on. Great views in every direction. It's like patchy snow, but mostly the route was okay. And couldn't really ask for anything more. It's quite a few miles to get here. It's like 10.25 miles from the trailhead, but it's definitely worth it. The views really extend out for many, many miles. not only in the North Cascades of Washington, but also the Cascades of British Columbia. Definitely recommended lookout to visit. Well, here I am at the Miners Ridge Lookout in the North Cascades. The views are spectacular today. This was definitely a good day to come. The way I came in will end up being about 55 miles round trip due to a partial closure of the major access road. Normally, coming in the way I did would have been still 31 miles round trip. So it's quite a jaunt to get here. When I got here, the door was partially open, and I did see footprints on the way up, so someone must have left it open. And once I got inside, I noticed that looks like the lock is broken, so they'll probably come fix that later this year. This lookout is definitely worth the effort, though. I can't get enough of these views, and highly recommended for people to go. Well, here we are at the Sadis Peak Lookout. Gorgeous day today, and there's Paul and our guide. Fantastic weather, views in every direction. Perfect place for a lookout. And there's Mount Adams, and a little further to the north is Goat Rocks and Mount Rainier, and having a great time. Well, here we are at the Signal Peak Lookout. Still a gorgeous day. There are fantastic views in every direction. There's Mount Rainier. And there's Mount Adams. We drove through beautiful evergreen forests on the way here. There is a benchmark disc over in the rock outcrops over here, as well as one over near the tower right in there. Having a lot of fun, and it's great to see such a neat lookout. Well, here we are at the Three Fingers Lookout. Gorgeous weather today, gorgeous lookout location. The reason I say we is I met this other solo mountaineer, Ariana, on the way up. It really helped each of us to have an extra set of eyes on this route because of the amount of snow. Great views in every direction. You couldn't ask for better weather. And for me personally, this is my completion of the Washington lookout list, specifically the lookouts in Washington still standing where they were officially used on today's date, August 3rd, 2014.